Alright, Internet, what I'm going to do here is put these on the door jambs and window lintels, and to draw them tight to the container. And all I want to do is knock off that modern look to them. So I'm going to go ahead and dip them in my black paint here. And so I'll set up the number of stars that I need here, and we'll go from there. Let me grab my star box. Alrighty, there's my star box. Box of stars, box of screws, 5.5 inch construction screws. 3.5 inch is how big those 4x4s are. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's say I'm going to do 3 of these each. So 3 times 6 is 18, right? Let's set up 18 of these. Might as well get my screw gun. Some of these don't, the milling, the casting is see, look how rough that one is. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to get my screw gun, or I'm going to be all day cranking those in. There we go. 2. Of them. Alright, that's my rust preventative right there. I still think that it's got a little bit in there. I feel a little bit of machine oil on these. I'm not expecting perfection. I'm expecting rough beauty, rustic beauty. Well, good thing I'm doing this. Alright, since I'm seeing that the paint's already turning, once I'm done with these, I'm going to go ahead and use the paint on the outside wherever I missed before. Just do a little painting today. Not what I planned, but it's what I'm going to do. Perfect. I'm going to move those stars in a little bit so they don't stick like that. Alright, I think that'll get my windows done. I'll just move these around as they dry so that they don't have a little bonding spot. I'm going to go get a paintbrush and use the rest of this paint. I see it's already beginning to turn. I don't want that. There was a skim coat in there. So get rid of that. I don't know if it's focusing. Sidco Supply, it says. Black Clavos. So there you go. www.sidcosupply.com. Let me go ahead and drive in the rest of these. Okay, there they are with the clavos put in place. So I've got two types of clavos. Let me rotate and I'll show you. So, that one actually needs to be pounded in a little bit more. Or glued in, perhaps. But these 1.5" I'm using to hide lag bolts behind. And the lag bolt is over here and that's nailed in. So you can see the offset there. I am eventually going to put linseed oil on there. So there's one type of clavo. And then I ordered another set of clavos, and I like these. That's the item number. Let's see where they came from. Iron Valley Hardware, it says right there. And it's literally ironvalleyhardware.com. So some of these things I can find on Amazon, but I'm always scared that I'm just going to get real cheap stuff. So when I find somebody who makes good hardware, I like to use them. So the whole purpose of clavos in the real world is, there are nail heads that were beat through wood and then pounded over. And so there's one of the little square clavos like I have, and I'm using it as if I've put through a mortise and tenon in there. I have not. I just cut a notch through and did a crown and then fed a lag bolt down through, tying those both together. In addition, the entire thing is glued with liquid nail. So Now, this little clavo has some energy behind it, right? So when I go to use it, I need to pre-drill. It will split wood. So, I've got to pre-drill that one. These are just a little pin, not built as well as certainly as this. So, in praise of the Iron Valley hardware, man, that's a good looking clavo. So 1.5 inches. These are probably 1 inch, and I didn't go broke right buying them. They weren't so expensive. The last thing that I've done is the installation of the stars, and I'm gonna go ahead and put some stars in there and start this window today. But as I do the stars, they turned out pretty good. These are mechanical. That's a real construction screw, So these aren't just visual decorative motifs there. Right now, I did just one here and one where the window splits to keep it balanced. And man, that drove that real tight. Up at the top, some of those have a hidden bolt in, but actually it's notched out into the beam, and the beam itself is holding it. And then I drove a lag bolt down in, so it doesn't need that. And then that beam is attached from the inside. That beam, so. I might put a little decorative clavo there just to keep the pattern. But these stars worked out real well. I'm in my own shade. And so the one thing I do is when I tighten them, I make sure I get the star in the orientation I want. Because once I put this in there, I passed it through a 4x4. I've passed it through corrugated metal. I passed it into a secondary post, if you look, right? There's a secondary post. So I've sandwiched all that together. So there is no backing that out without possibly stripping or damaging or whatever. So I do make sure that the stars get the right orientation. They're not all crazy. The clavos, the little square ones, the same way. I think I will. I'll put a little square one up there just to keep harmony. All right, I hope you enjoyed my little video on using the clavos and how I'm using them for real, not just banging them in. If you want clavos to look wrong, just stick them anywhere. The whole purpose of the clavos is to attach timber to doors or timbers to something in the real world. So before you start nailing up these little decorative clavos all willy-nilly, take a look online at medieval doors that have real clavos and see how they are doing it. And that way you won't end up with odd-looking clavos usage, right? It will look cheap, cosmetic. You don't want cheap and cosmetic. Mine are actually mechanically doing something. They're covering up the lag bolts, so there's a physical attachment behind those. But indeed, one last thing I'm going to do with the clavos, and this will take me a little while, so I'm going to rotate. So the door did turn out real good, if you all can see it. Opens just fine, and still got to do final fit and finish for when the door closes. That there's and it's not bad. There's just a little bit, but that's going to go a long way, right? The 6 inches all the way around, protecting it from the rain. But the door itself, I'm going to paint it with a faux paint job, or I might paint it, just a solid color red. But then I'm going to put straps all the way across it, and I'm going to put clavos in the straps. I've even thought about chasing that white trim that's just a generic white trim. I won't remove it, but chasing it with a cedar wood all the way around. That I think will make that door just pop. So it's a good heavy door, but it looks like it's just right off the shelf. It is. It's just some Home Depot or big box store door, good door, but it's still just a big box door. So I bought black hardware for it, including the knobs. I tried to find something that looked like it was blacksmith. I didn't find anything like that. So, but we'll see. I don't know. I might ping it up myself with a ball peen hammer and then repaint it. I will see. But I got to move in, so the door decoration, it might be a project that I'll do once I feel like I'm tucked in and safe. Sometimes I like doing the artsy stuff as a break instead of all mechanical. Look, I'm wearing a hat, and it's going to be 100 degrees. This Texas, this sweep of the energy and the drought is just phenomenal. But anyway, thank you for watching my clavo and attachment video. I hope that I gave you a little bit of ideas, if not a little education. So do like, do subscribe, whatever everybody else tells you to do for them, please do that for me. I do enjoy the company. Thanks much. Bye.